Hello, all you beautiful people of the internet. Marjack79 here. Just went and saw Bumblebee the other day, and I was highly impressed. Transformers has never been my favorite film franchise, man. It hasn't. Tell you what, I saw the first one, loved it. Saw the second one, saw the third one, liked it. I did not go see the fourth one in theaters, but I did catch it on Netflix. Absolutely hated it. And I saw bits and clips of the fifth one because I was just still so angry from the fourth one that I just didn't even want to give it a try. Yeah, and it looks like I was probably right in not even giving it a try because that one got destroyed by critics as well. So that brings us to Bumblebee, kind of a spin-off from the Michael Bay series of Transformers. Kind of takes it back to its roots and gives us an origin story to the Autobots and the Decepticons, and more specifically the Autobot Bumblebee. This movie was great, man. I definitely enjoyed it from start to finish. I can definitely understand why it's getting universally praised, because there's not really a lot wrong with the movie that I'm here to criticize. Is it my favorite Transformers movie? No. I think I still like the original a little bit better. Not because not for the story, probably just for the sheer scope of that was personally my first time seeing the Transformers on a movie screen, and I think that experience I don't think anything will overtake that for myself personally. So, and I also think Shia LaBeouf's Sam Witwicky was a little bit an overall better character than Charlie. But not to say that Charlie was a bad character, because I really liked her character and personality as well. But I don't know, there's something about the Sam Wick character. I just like that character, man. So let's start off with some positives on why the movie was so good. Definitely the pacing, for sure. It does a really good job of introducing all of its main characters. But actually, when we start to talk about the characters, that kind of leads me into a negative. The John Cena character, I think it was Agent Mac. Him trying to be a bad guy was always a little bit weird to me. I just don't really see him as a villain per se, and they tried their best to portray that, but I was never really all that believable for me.
There's a door in my way.
So I said this movie was great, but I'm already starting off with a criticism. Go figure. So continuing on with that, then after that whole situation of Bumblebee making his way to Earth after a fantastic Cybertron battle scene, man, so awesome. Like seeing Optimus Prime in his classic costume, well, not costume, but that classic Optimus Prime from the 80s of what he looked like then. I don't know why they didn't keep that look for the Michael Bay Transformers movies, because I think it was pretty clear from the start that that look would have worked for the newer movies as well. I don't know why they didn't stick with that, because I definitely prefer the original classic look of Optimus Prime more so than the Michael Bay Optimus Prime. So, but and then that's the thing. Let me go ahead and get out of the way. All the action scenes, it's classic Transformers. But honestly, I think this one does it a little bit better because the camera is a bit zoomed out, so you can actually see the action of what's going on too. So it's not zoomed in, kind of with those action movies, kind of try to zoom in on all the action scenes. They try to cheat so that they'll have to show the choreography of the fight and try to show you what's going on so that they don't have to animate as much. You definitely don't see that here. It's definitely each Transformer has a specific jujitsu or a kung fu martial arts style that they have mastered, that you can definitely see that on screen, and it is represented really well. Definitely some of the best fight scenes in any Transformers movie I've ever seen. Definitely those good one-on-one fights. I think still some of my favorite fight scenes is between Optimus Prime and Megatron, specifically probably in Revenge of the Fallen. But But yeah, this movie has some really good fight scenes too, man. I was impressed. But going back to the story, so talking about the character Charlie, I definitely liked her, her progression from the character that was really going through some stuff. Like her dad had just passed away. Her mom is remarried, and then they're the rest of the family is moving on with their lives, and she's kind of that odd apple in the bunch, trying to progress in life and trying to find her own way and her own place. And I think the movie does a really good job of having her meet Bumblebee and like being able to come out of her shell again and utilizing her friendship with him to really find her place in the world. I was really found myself really relatable to Charlie. She was a really cool character. Like I said, I still definitely like Sam Wickedy a little bit better, but definitely a cool character. And so another cool aspect of the movie, it was really awesome to get to hear Bumblebee's voice. Even though technically the first time in the movies we heard him finally on the final Michael Bay Transformers movie, but it was definitely cool to hear him speak at the beginning of this one. But it was kind of unfortunate to see how he actually lost his voice box in that first battle, so I mean then it was also really cool to see how he mastered his way to be able to speak with the radio as well. I found that really cool. So definitely so like I always say, like I'm a firm believer that every superhero movie, if it's good or bad, is defined by how good the villain is. And I definitely think two villains in this movie were a little bit throwaway Decepticons a little bit. I had personally had never heard of them before. That's not necessarily meaning that they were bad, but especially the dude, I can't even, and there's your proof right there. Like I can't even remember their names. Can't really remember their names, man. Clearly, Angela Bassett's character, the girl Decepticon, was the leader out of the two of them. I can't think of her name either, and the dude was just kind of there. I always thought he was cool because he blew up people. I feel like that was the main thing he did throughout the movie. And then I don't know, he was just kind of anticlimactic in the final battle or whatever. He was just built up to be just this big bad Decepticon. But once Bumblebee, got his memory back and really realized what he was supposed to do, he kind of took him no contest, honestly. I mean, he put up a fight, but yeah, he kind of took him down. But then, like I said, Angela Bassett's character was really cool, though. Like, some of her kung fu moves against Bumblebee, probably some of the best moves I've ever seen in a Transformers movie. She was definitely kicking ass, man. And sad that she's gone. I would have loved to have seen her in like a sequel or something, but just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. So, if you're a bad guy, you just gotta go, man. So, but overall, man, like I said, I really liked the movie. Like, it had the story. The story was good. The pacing with Charlie's story and Bumblebee's story, it was definitely a half and half. It was half the movie was Charlie's story, half the movie was Bumblebee's story. And I feel like the pacing of the story did a really good job of expressing their motivations and missions and what they needed to do to find that happy ending. The villains, definitely not the best villains in the world. I don't think anything will ever take the place of a Megatron villain in that Transformers movie. But, they were able to get the job done to at least, because obviously, you're not going to have Megatron as a bad guy in this movie, because there's no way you can do that without having Optimus Prime join the fray too. It's just not going to happen. But it's definitely with that. If I had to put it in like a place of like how much or like what place I would put it in like my line of Transformers movies, I think I would put it second next to the original. I think definitely the original Transformers is still my favorite, but I think I would put it second compared to the other four. Yeah, definitely. It had, like I said, a good story, good fights. Couple of bad characters. I really wasn't a fan of the side dude character. Kind of fell into that same trap as Jurassic Park fell into. It's just that same kind of nerdy character, trying to get with the main woman character, but she wasn't really feeling him, but she still kind of tags him along for the ride, and he's just kind of there, but I don't really know why he's there. He's just there for kind of comedic effect, but he wasn't really funny though. I don't know, man. I don't know why they put these kind of characters in the movie. I just don't get it, dude. Yeah, wasn't a fan of him. I mean, he had a few like kind of like, hey, are you okay? Hey, it's all right. It'll be all right. He was that character. I mean, I get it, I guess, but yeah. Yeah, man. So overall, if I had to give this movie a score, I think I would go an 8.5 out of 10. That's right, 8.5, man. It was a really good Transformers movie. Just a really good movie in general. That's right, man. Yeah, definitely. Really good movie. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Appreciate everybody for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. As in the making of this video, I am at 523 subscribers. Now, I'm still on my way towards that goal of 1,000. We're going to get there, man. We're going to get there. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button. That's it. You follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. Look at that. It's right there. Bam. But yeah, man, you can find all that stuff in the description below. And next week, Dragon Ball finally comes out. The Dragon Ball Super Broly comes out, and you definitely look forward to, I'm gonna do a whole video with that too. That comes out next Wednesday, so look forward to that too, Dragon Ball Z fans. That's right, it's coming, man. I'm so excited. So excited. Yeah, man. All right, so until then, I will see you guys on the next one. I will catch you guys later. Peace out.